Hi everyone. I'm at my desk. It's after school, and you might be able to hear the noise of the kids that are in after school care. So I'm here to talk to you today about the early childhood books in the Children's Book Council of Australia Book of the Year prizes. So let's just get started. Let's get down to it. First one, Winston and the Indoor Cat. This is a beautiful picture book where you have Winston who lives outdoors, who discovers an indoor cat, and he wants to become friends, and he brings the cat out into the open, and they discover that whilst they like being indoors or outdoors, that they're kind of their own characters, and it's about their friendship. So this is a lovely book. Just an example, some of the lovely words that you can talk to the kids about. The vocab is actually indoor, outdoor, pristine, and you can also talk about the colours that are used. So for outside, you've kind of got these bright colours, or outside you've got bright colours, and for indoors you've got the more subdued colours. So, and the illustrations are absolutely beautiful, and there's so much you can pick up from them. The next one is a Mirror Suitcase. Now this one is could be a quite intense and heavy read for people, but if you don't want to dive deep into the migrant experience, this is about friendship. So it's about a little girl who comes to a migrant camp. She's really lonely, and the pictures really express that. And it's about her uh, building friendships through a common experience, which was her finding this little plant, her finding that she can love this plant and remember her old home, but now and then build friendships in this new place. Next one is Jetty Jumping. This is very Australian. It's about jetty, and if you have young kids and you don't live near the ocean, one of the very first words that you have to actually talk about is jetty. What is a jetty, and what does it mean? So you've got the picture at the very start, so you can actually talk about these jetties. Um, and one of the things that came up when I was reading this is one teacher was like, "Oh, kids, just be really careful. Make sure there's an adult around." So there's a way, you can talk about water safety as well when you're reading this, and you can also talk very much about the visual clues in this, because at one stage the children said to me, "Wow, that's really high," and what the author was actually doing, or the illustrator was actually doing, was showing us it seemed really high. So there's lots of visual literacy that you can do in this one. Next one, Walk of the Whales. This is a great one to talk about environmental issues, because you've got these whales that leave the ocean because of all the rubbish, and the humans have come to realise that they can't pollute the ocean, because the whales start doing stuff to the earth that the humans have done to their home, the oceans. So really lovely and most magnificent, as you would expect from Nick Land. Beautiful, beautiful pictures. It's also rhyming, so you can also talk about rhythm and rhyme in this one. Next one, What Do You Call Your Grandma? This is just a lovely book about talking about the different names that we have got for grandmas, and what we can do, what children do with their grandmas, and how special they are. And last of all, very Australian book, When the Waterhole Dries Up. This was a great one. I used this one with kindy to year two, and it was a great opportunity to talk about life outside of the cities and what the outback actually was. So we talked about, and we also talked about the water cycle, how dry things can get, and the importance of saving water, but also how do we know that this is a fiction book? All of these have some great language in them for the children to experience. In this one, we actually talked about how a bathtub of that size could not possibly fit certain animals in it. So these were the early childhood books. I hope you get an opportunity to look at them. Teachers at my school, they're ready for you to come and have a look at and borrow, and I hope you enjoy them. Thanks. Bye.